It's the 21st day on trail. We are heading from our tent site at the side of this Humpback Mountain or Hump something mountain down into a gap where we'll head into Waynesboro, Rockfish Gap, and then we'll head into Waynesboro. We've decided we're going to take 2 0 days instead of one. The humidity and the difficulty of the climbs or the hike have just really kicked our backsides. So in listening to our bodies, we're going to go ahead and take 2 days off in Waynesboro before we start into Shenandoah National Park. It was a nice night. Last night I slept great. I think within 10 minutes of me laying down, I was sound asleep. I woke up to the sound of rain on my tent and then went right back to sleep. I don't think the rain lasted long because I did not have any mud at all on my tent when I rolled it up this morning. This was our little area here. Already a fire pit. This section of the trail has been so kind to our feet. Oh my gosh, this is so nice. We're not on rocks right this minute. And it is amazing how your feet, I mean, you could just feel the difference. The cushiness of the soft ground versus the hard rocks. I mean, your feet are, I think they're shouting for joy inside my shoes. Like I said earlier, we'll head on down to Rockfish Gap today. It's about an 8.9 mile total hike down into the gap. Get a ride into town. Our hotel is about 6 miles from Rockfish Gap, so not a long drive at all. And we're just going to go and take, depending on the time we get there, it could be a Nero today, which is a near zero. Meaning you've hiked some miles, but you haven't hiked the entire day. So it should be a Nero for us today. And then the next 2 days will be our 0 days, which means no hiking on the trail. Now, we will have to walk around in town. The Super Walmart's about 15-minute walk. They said it's a half mile from the hotel, where we'll be able to go ahead and look at our supplies that we're going to need to start off in the Shenandoah National Park. Several restaurants around that area. I think my first day, I don't even know if I'll get up for the free breakfast at the hotel. I might just sleep until noon. See how I feel. But as always, the one thing you're pretty anxious for as a hiker as a hiker, one of the things you're most anxious for when you get into town is to shower and get your clothes washed. Because those are the clothes you're wearing around town. So you'd really like to get them washed. It's just unbelievable how bad a female can smell out here after hiking. Oh my glory. We could clear out a men's locker room with the smells we have right now. Once again, it's a warm morning, a very warm morning. All right, we're coming up near the Paul Wolf shelter. We have this big stream to cross. And the best part is we can get water. I finally don't have to ration. I can just drink about 5 gallons right now and fill up for more to carry with me. Oh my glory, look at this trail. Woohoo! My feet would do the happy dance if I had enough energy to do a happy dance. But how nice, the softness. Oh, you know, even if it only lasts for 20 feet or a mile, it's such a blessing to have a soft trail under your feet. I guess that can kind of be like life, couldn't it? We go through life cruising, everything's great, and then we hit a speed bump here or there with things that can happen in life. But as always, keep the good Lord by your side and you'll make it through. Well, that's pretty neat right here next to the trail. Some ruins from obviously an old family house. That is really neat. Can't imagine. W.J. Mayo Home Place. Wow, if those stones could talk, the stories they would tell. I just came upon this nice little spring. There's some over there you could get, or a little bit down this way. But I'm good with water till the Rockfish Gap. All right, I think I may have made it up here to Rockfish Gap. Oh my glory. The bottoms of my feet are burning. It is so hot. I'm hoping this is our final spot. We'll see. Chica up there. There's Chica hanging out up there. There we have it. Rockfish Gap, elevation 1900 feet, crest of the Blue Ridge. Holy cow. This is it.
See there, it says gourmet popcorn. Let me see if this guy's a shuttle drop. Oh.
So we've reached the point where to the right, which is south, is the Blue Ridge Parkway, and to the left, being north, is Skyline Drive. So when we start back up, we'll be heading north into Shenandoah National Park. So we've met that halfway point where Blue Ridge Parkway ends and the Skyline Drive begins. Day 24 on trail, and we're going into Shenandoah National Park. About 107 miles. We were just dropped off by one of the local shuttle drivers. Small walk along the way here, and then we head back into the woods. And I believe we have a climb first thing this morning. Nah. Yep, a little climb first thing this morning. Going up the mountain here. From what we understand, it's not too bad. There's only a couple steep climbs, nothing major. See, it's supposed to rain today, off and on rain all day, so we'll see how it goes for us. Once again, there won't be much water supply available. We heard after about mile 4 you can fill up, and then you have about 12 miles before the next water supply. We have a little break in the woods here, and it's way down to the city of Waynesboro down there. Pretty hazy out. It's supposed to be on and off rain today. This is our first crossing on Skyline Drive. This is McCormick Gap, elevation 2,434 feet. All right at the top of Bear Den Mountain, elevation 2,800 feet. There's WVTU out of Charlottesville. Their antennas there. What's really neat are these little chairs. They're like off a farmer's tractor or something. That's what they look like. They're off the farmer's tractor. Making our way down here to Beagle Gap. From here we'll cross the parking lot and then head on up the trail on the other side. So we get up and over that mountain. All right, over there is the mountain we just came down. The antennas at the top that I took a picture of earlier. At the top of Little Calf Mountain Summit, elevation of 2,900 feet. Somebody made a little teepee looking structure over there. And as you can see in the distance, that is where we came from. And now we're over this way. So just follow the path along here and back into the woods we'll go. Very interesting to come up on this pile of rocks. Huh. If people just started putting rocks on here and kept piling it up or what, but interesting. Very interesting now and then coming across the trees like this, or the vines that maybe have entangled the trees and made archways. Every now and then come across those. I was hoping to be able to get in a 12-mile day today. But unfortunately, my body is letting me know it is unable to sustain many miles with the weight I'm carrying. I'm down to just 1 liter of water left. The spring is about 1¼ miles from here. At which point I'm going to have to fill up all my bottles, so I will be carrying almost 8 extra pounds. So if I'm having a hard time now because of my food, I'm not sure how much further I'll be able to go after filling up with water. Someday, I truly hope my legs get stronger. I just don't understand how after 3.5 weeks out here, I'm still very weak in the legs. following along a little bit of a stream here as we are heading towards Sawmill Run Gap. We have about, I don't know, I guess 1.6 miles to the Gap area. And then, according to comments and the Far Out app, there's lots of tenting spaces as you head north from there up towards Turk Gap. So we figure if we can at least get to Sawmill Run Gap, we'll be doing good. Like I say, just a little stream down there. All right, it's Sawmill Run Overlook. That's where I am right now. Very pretty out there. And then down here it talks about different habitat that you'll find here. There's the sweet pine sap, goat's rue, butterfly pea, slender lady's tresses, whoops, trailing arbutus, and elfin butterfly. And that's all the different things they say you'll see around here. I'm sure this is absolutely gorgeous in the fall. Now we just need to figure out if we're gonna find the first tent sites and stop or what. I know I'm tired of carrying 6 pounds of water. We have made it to the Turk Gap parking area with elevation 2,625 feet. And we believe there are supposed to be some tenting spots north of here. Just got to figure out which one is the AT and which one is not.